Man, the NFL surely know how to make headlines, bruh. All the time, this industry here, this matter of fact, this sport just somehow finds a way to stay relevant in the all season, during the season, all the time. So tonight's the Hall of Fame game. I'm excited. There's no starters playing. I don't care. I just want to see some football between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't care. Just give me some football here. But that's not even the main event. That's not even the main event. Because as we talked about last time, Deshaun Watson was suspended by the judge for 6 games. And of course, the NFL didn't like that. So man, no, we're going to appeal that. And so, I guess, crazy thing is, in the CBA, with this whole process, the appeal actually goes back to Roger Goodell, who has the ability to have somebody else here, I guess, for the hearing, as opposed to himself. And that part, I don't blame him. He doesn't want to, be the judge or executioner here. But regardless, went through this whole process. Judge determined, it was 6 games. Some people thought it was super light. Some people, thought it was enough. Some people thought it wasn't, it was too much. And this one is one of those where you can't please everybody at all. So now, NFL is trying to go for an indefinite suspension for at least a minimum of a year. Trying to, make a fine as well. Because, he only has $1 million counted against the salary cap for this season. So, that, I guess that's a part of it. Now the NFLPA is ready to sue. They have until Friday with a written response here. They're getting ready to sue the NFL for the appeal. So this here is about to get a little messy, a little bit more entertaining. Basically, they throwing the sprinkles on top with the cherry. It's like with the NFL and them making decisions here in cases like this and suspensions. To me, personally, they're just all over the place. There's no consistency. There's no SOP. There's no guidelines. It's just case by case. And you just looking back at the history of all the suspensions and stuff, it's, like I said, there's no consistency at all. So Big Ben Roethlisberger, had I guess, somewhat lukewarm comparison here. When he had his allegations, and it was just one, and they settled. They didn't even go to court. Originally, he had a 6-game suspension. They appealed, and he only had 4 games. That's just for one allegation. So yeah, so I guess one allegations versus a plethora of them. I mean, I guess the original same many games. Tom Brady and the whole, I don't know, Deflategate, whatever you want to call it. He ended up getting 4 games for that. Calvin Ridley, last year, when was it FanDuel or DraftKings betted on some Atlanta Falcons games where he wasn't playing and actually betted on the Falcons to win. This and that. That man is suspended indefinitely for this upcoming season. But that one is a little bit more, I don't want to use the word serious, because all of this is serious. All of it is. It's, okay, that one is a different avenue. I'll just use the word different. Because I guess, the integrity of the game, quote unquote, That one could open up a whole another can of worms. I guess he's just trying to prevent a lot of quote-unquote Pete Roses out here with the ability to gamble while, playing or coaching the sport. It's a lot of lines that can be crossed there. But nevertheless, it's just, from the outside looking in, it's like, so a guy gets more games for actually betting on the sport instead of a guy, with all these allegations involving, misconduct to women, something like that. It's like the way that they go about it. It's kind of, like I said, there's no consistency at all. Throughout all of Roger Goodell's tenure, when he was trying to lay down the hammer very early on, and with each case, just trying to prove a point. In some cases, it ended up being more lenient. It's no consistency. So, how can, the general public trust the NFL to get any of this right? So you're always going to have backlash. You're going to always have people that's dissatisfied with the results of the whole process or the process itself. This is the environment that you created, so this is the environment you got to deal with. Like, every time that something comes up, it's just a bad look. Every time. Between the person that's actually in the situation and how the NFL handles it. Every single time, because this is the environment that you created. Period. So that's that. We just when I guess people thought it was over, not quite. Not quite. If this was a video game that you just completed, they just released the DLC. So you got a little bit extra here. All right. So there is another topic in the NFL. If I can find it here. And it's in regards to the whole Miami Dolphins, Tom Brady, I guess kind of correlated to Brian Flores and that lawsuit and the things that he said. I'm just trying to get the exact details real quick. Here we go. All right, so the NFL, strips the Miami Dolphins of a 2023 first-round pick, fines Stephen Ross $1.5 million for tampering with Tom Brady, Sean Payton. So this goes directly back to what Brian Flores was saying during his whole lawsuit when he was filing against the NFL. And the NFL did an investigation, I guess, and found out that quite a bit of that stuff that Brian Flores was talking about is factual. And so I guess it really is apparent that, Dolphins definitely tried to do their best, even going above and beyond the level playing field to get Tom Brady to join the Miami Dolphins. And tried to get Sean Payton at the same time, trying to create this whole juggernaut of a team that I guess ended up being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But still, I guess it goes back to the adage of if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right? That's exactly what this sounds like. Well, I guess when we're talking about the Miami Dolphins franchise that really hasn't been relevant in quite a long time. I remember, I want to say, early mid 2000s when this Dolphins team was actually 10 plus win team. consistently at that time. I want to say they had like Ricky Williams at running back and Zach Thomas, who should be, Zach Taylor. That linebacker, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name, but he should be in the Hall of Fame, and he's not. But that's the last time that I remember that the Miami Dolphins was like really, really relevant. Zach Thomas, that's his name. And so for a franchise that's, been looking to get back into relevancy, has been in the dog pit of the division, trying to stick it to Bill Belichick, in the New England Patriots trying to get, their engine to their success, and Tom Brady to face them twice a year in the same division. And I'm pretty sure Tom Brady would have loved to have that opportunity to do so. But I guess the way that the Miami Dolphins went about it was, was all the way wrong. And I'm sure, Tom Brady's a free agent at the end of this year. And with the image of the Miami Dolphins right now, I don't see him possibly going to Miami at this point. Tom Brady's all about branding. You never seen Tom Brady in his brand affiliated with suspicious things whatsoever. He's always got a clean image, even though he's been part of things that seem pretty shady, but the image for himself and his brand has been clean somehow, some way. So yeah, the Dolphins, they screwed themselves. Trying to get Tom Brady, backfired. And now you're out of a first-round pick. So it'll be pretty darn. So I feel like at this point, it's more added pressure on Tua. Because the Dolphins suck this year. You don't even have a first-round pick. You just, stuck with your hands in your pants at this point. You're done. So, yeah, that's even more pressure on Tua and this offense and this whole team this year to make things happen. Congratulations, you played yourselves. Boy, oh boy. But yeah, I guess back to this Hall of Fame game. That's tonight. I can't wait. I just can't wait to see some football. It's going to be on NBC. I think 7 p.m. Central Time. Jags, Raiders. I would love to see Trevor Lawrence. Travis Etienne. I would love to see that, but I know it's not happening. Yeah, I didn't expect the veteran Raiders offense to be out there either, but nevertheless, it's just football. We haven't seen NFL football since the Super Bowl. Since Aaron Donald caused havoc on 4th down with under 2 minutes left for a game-saving, game-ending sack. Because had Joe Burrow had an extra second and a half, Cincinnati could have been the ones holding up the trophy. Because Jamar Chase was super wide open down the sideline, and he saw him. He saw that man wide open, just couldn't get him the ball because Aaron Donald. This is the last time we saw an NFL game. We've been through 2 seasons since. It was blistering cold back then. Now I'm less than a week away from my summer birthday. It's been that long. Training camp has happened, OTAs, NFL draft, NFL free agency, NFL offseason, multiple suspensions. Deshaun Watson's case is just about over after this appeal here. I've been through it all. But finally, we are back. I'll take what I can get. I'm scratching my neck like I'm Tyrone Biggins from the Chappelle Show. I'm ready. Put me in the game, coach. I'm ready. It's going to be some ugly football, but I don't care. I'm excited. Especially since the only, team that I have going right now in any sport is, underachieving is my Chicago White Sox. Even though they still have a chance to win their division. And I blame 100% to Tony La Russa. That's just me. But anyway, this is the one thing that I'm looking forward to is football. In general. Fantasy football. I know my Bears is not going to be the best team at all. Matter of fact, they're going to be towards the bottom. But hey, it's football. Football trumps a lot of things. But anyway, this is it for today. So y'all continue to rock with your boy right here on the No Offense Radio and the No Offense Network. Continue to check your boy out on social media at JGoodWithSports. We're talking about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. We got those 4 rocking. I guess next time we'll see if any more activity with this appeal for Deshaun Watson. Depending on, the Hall of Fame game and the Hall of Fame itself. Talk about that. I know there was some blockbuster deals in baseball we didn't get into, but maybe we mentioned how loaded the Padres are. But anyway, y'all have a great one. Be blessed. See you next time. Peace.